Okay, today we are going to talk about SD-K-1, attending industry conferences. Identify and attend industry and supplier diversity conferences and other functions to source qualified diverse suppliers. So supply management responsibilities. A fundamental responsibility of a supply management professional is the identification of qualified suppliers that can meet organizational needs. And that's any supplier. Finding qualified diverse suppliers merely adds another dimension to this function. The same basic principle for supplier outreach apply, adjusted to focus on opportunities to integrate diverse suppliers into the supply base. And to integrate diverse supplier strategies into the strategic sourcing process, begin by profiling the sourcing group. Determine the baseline spend with the diverse suppliers. Research market potential for diverse suppliers. Understand current and past successes with diverse suppliers, and conduct stakeholder meetings. Supplier diversity initiatives. Below are some of the initiatives utilized to shape the performance of a supplier diversity program. So, close integration with sourcing, including strategic sourcing initiatives, and annual objectives, a couple of quarterly reports, expanding the reach of performance metrics to increase accountability among team members, executive leadership support, establishment of supplier diversity with a system-wide purchasing, and accountability for achieving year-over-year supplier diversity objectives, and frequent review of supplier diversity performance against objectives. Once the organization has identified the opportunities for diverse suppliers, then they can identify options for finding qualified diverse suppliers, like they know what they're looking for. As part of the internal analysis and planning consideration, these elements include diverse suppliers in RFIs, encourage aggressive participation of diverse suppliers through follow-up if response rate is too low, adjust screening size to avoid bias, identify potential suppliers, and develop the RFP selection criteria to enable the inclusion of diverse suppliers. Internal, external opportunity fairs are options for finding diverse suppliers. You've got outreach, external efforts, and in-reach, which is internal efforts. Some internal efforts might include organization-wide program for diverse supplier awareness, email burst, nobody uses newsletters, although blog sites might be there, active endorsement of CEO or president, interface with procurement professionals, so encourage greater use, conduct in-house workshops, host opportunity fairs, evaluate business utilization against the program, and take corrective action, establish a diverse business source list, and attend local, national, and global conferences. External efforts. Attend opportunity fairs. Many entities, including cities, counties, states, and other organizations, conduct business fairs for minority or for diverse suppliers. The National Minority Supplier Development Council sponsors business fairs throughout the U.S. For a schedule, you can visit their website. Strategic outreach efforts. Supply management must provide for maximum opportunities for diverse suppliers to compete for contracts. You got to get them at maximum opportunity, otherwise you might not end up with many. Resources available to increase diverse supplier participation, minority business trade associations, network with business development organizations. This is for finding sources. Attend minority business procurement conferences and trade fairs, join national and global diversity councils, participate in other matchmaking and network events, facilitate specific procurement events, how to do business with your organization, utilize digital and national magazine ads, and identify global initiatives and integrate into the business plan. Introductions in matchmaking. One solution to find opportunities for diverse suppliers is a matchmaking team. This specialized team should include the supply management professionals from various functions and divisions of the organization and relevant members of the supplier diversity leadership team. The matchmaking team participates in a brainstorming session to identify potential stakeholders for successful coordination of skills and supply and demand needs. And the best matches will result not only from meeting organizational needs, but also from meeting the needs of first-tier suppliers who are searching for methods to reduce operating costs and attempting to improve their image in diverse communities, incorporating supplier diversity initiatives in their own organization, and seeking to form strategic agreements with customer organizations. Customer engagement. Often the customer base will dictate local diverse supplier sourcing. Purchasing needs to match the changes in their customer base with their supply base. And in addition to understanding and changing the mix in small business suppliers, purchasing needs to learn methods and utilize tools to develop and ensure long-term viability of their diverse supplier efforts. And an event strategy. Purchasing is often given the responsibility for planning and facilitating matchmaking events and for monitoring and tracking results. The results should be reported to management to justify future budgets and future resources in support of supplier diversity. And attendees, there are many ways to set up a matchmaking event. A typical event may be set up in an audience presenter format, and select the format that is best suited to the organization's style and culture. Hosted events, organizations that assist in matchmaking are the NMSDC and the WBENC are the two big ones. Executive preparation. Executives should acquire an understanding of cultures, history, and values and leverage these insights to connect to diverse suppliers. Small business conferences are established to facilitate the exchange of information. Usually the government agencies frequently sponsor these, and the overall purpose is to enable small business and supply management to interact. Small business increases their understanding of the requirements, and supply management can assess small businesses' capabilities, and many of the small businesses will be diverse businesses. Professional sourcing services, outsourcing of supply management processes. More typically, businesses select one or two supply management processes to outsource, not the whole thing. As interest has grown, so too has the number of providers. Some companies provide their service online, while others offer consulting and on-site services. And professional sourcing companies can help with defining the sourcing goals and establishing supplier programs and identifying the diverse suppliers. All right. First question, an important activity in finding qualified diverse suppliers is attending internal and external opportunity fairs. Who is the largest sponsor of these events throughout the United States? Largest sponsor of internal and external opportunity fairs. The National Chamber of Commerce. I don't think so. National Supplier Diversity Council. I doubt it. The Federation of State Chambers of Commerce. No, another government. And the National Supplier Development Council. This is the NMSDC. I say, yeah, that was D. And D it is. Okay, one more. Supply Management Department of a mid-sized service organization is charged with doubling the organization's relatively small diversity spend within 18 months. Which of the following courses of action would be least effective in helping to meet this objective? Consolidating the supply base and using e-procurement. That probably wouldn't help. Establishing a tracking and reporting system. That probably would. Reviewing current supplier policies and programs. Yeah, that probably would. Establishing fixed and discretionary spend targets. That probably would. So I'm thinking A. And A it is. All right, let's do some summary. When developing a diverse supplier plan, the supplier management professionals should identify efforts to provide diverse businesses with maximum practical opportunities to compete for contracts and subcontracts. And finding diverse suppliers who offer competitive solutions to meet organizational needs can be a demanding process. One solution to this task is to form a matchmaking team. In addition to understanding and changing the mix in small business suppliers, supply management professionals need to learn methods and utilize tools to develop and ensure the long-term viability of the diverse supplier efforts. And that is all the slides. Now you guys got to do some questions. We want CPSD exam questions for K1. Right here. And we've got 5, 6, 10, 11. Ooh, we got a bunch of questions. 16. There's 16 questions. You want to do at least 10 of them. And if you're really feeling good, you can do all 16. And the answers are located in the answer file. And you want SD-K-1 answers to practice questions. All right, next up will be K-2. Thanks.